Welcome to Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc, the wildest mixed tag team in podcasting where the kayfabe drops and the chaos takes over. Let's ring the damn bell.
Headlocks tight, heels on the prowl, dropping elbows, hearing growl, feel the foul. No script here, just real, no bluff. Kayfabe crack, now the dirt gets rough. Headlocks, heels, havoc in the zone. Stepping in the ring, chaos at your home. No filters, no mask, just raw bare tone. Wrestling unscripted, we on the throne. Title bells, mic checks, crowd going crazy. Drop truth bombs, leaving lines feeling hazy. Beyond the kayfabe, past the charade, where legends are born and stories get made. Headlocks popping, who's hitting the mat? Welcome to the havoc where the real talk's at. Tune in, step through, leave the fake at the door. Headlocks, heels, havoc, now hear the roar.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the legend J Mac, along with the other two hosts as usual. To my left is Uncle Slam.
What's up?
And as always, the first lady of Wrestling Podcast, the Vipers.
Hi, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing our recap show for you here today, and Battleground is going to be our main focus, but I'm going to touch on a few little bitty things that happened in the world of wrestling that I've been keeping an eye on, and then I'm going to let the Vipers get into what she does best and get our recap going for everything that went on. But, yeah, did you all hear that Hulk Hogan bought Hooters?
Is this another one of the?
No, this is dead serious. Hulk Hogan bought Hooters.
Bought a Hooters?
No, he's buying into the entire chain.
So
Hooters.
he bought the whole.
He's bringing them back.
Well, honestly, I mean, like him and Ric Flair should, because they both got titties. So
Right.
I think it'd be a perfect combo right there.
Come and get your wings, brother.
Wings, brother, yeah.
Oh, you little wingomaniacs.
Oh, my.
Well, they're gonna go down real
When it
quick.
comes crashing down and it burns inside. He's going to change the words to it and everything,
so
I'm
many.
telling you.
Because we know who likes wings. And,
Right.
now that Hogan's in charge of it.
Right. There was no underlying meaning in that at all.
Nope.
I control the wings, brother.
I can't.
You either do the job or I'll fire you. All right. So moving on from that, I just thought that was funny. So, you know who Darby Allin is?
Love
no.
Darby Allin.
Darby
Oh my
Allin's
gosh,
a beast.
I love
He's
Darby
in
Allin.
AEW. He was the one that was tag team champions with Sting when Sting did his retirement
Yeah,
match.
he does the black and
He's-
white face paint.
yeah.
He's,
He's like got a
little
skater
shorter.
kind of,
Oh, okay.
like a death skater
No,
thing
I
going
don't
on.
know anything about
But
it.
amazing.
What is it? The coffin drop
Yes.
is his finishing move. He basically just like gets up on the top rope and just with his back just basically jumps and falls back like that and lands on.
Oh,
It's called the coffin
So
drop.
cool. He's fun
Pretty
to
cool.
watch.
Like, yeah, he's pretty.
Very
But
fun to
anyways,
watch.
Darby Allin summited Mount Everest.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I keep seeing that everywhere, but I think that happened like a month ago.
Yeah, well, no, it was it just happened like right after our last episode. It was like a day after.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, but because it was one of the first things I wrote down. That's like
But it
the
was really
Hogan
cool.
thing.
Well, I'm proud of him, but you won't catch my ass up there.
Nope.
That's all I got to know.
No,
Too
sir.
cold for me.
Too many dead bodies on the way up that they don't come and get. And I
Mine
ain't,
would be one.
Don't worry, they're defrosting.
I ain't going.
They're finding people left and right that they never
I know.
knew that shit.
It's like, man, look, Billy took off up the mountain 20 years ago, and we didn't know where he was. There he is.
What
right
is that, a
there.
mammoth right there? Oh, a saber-tooth tiger? Oh, shit.
So, and man, this one, I watched this. This was horrific. Zoe Stark's knee injury on
Yeah, that
Raw.
Oh,
was
yes,
the thing
yes,
I
yes,
brought up
yes.
for Raw.
Man, I felt bad for her.
Oh,
I hope
yeah.
she's okay.
Did
Oh,
she
She
yeah.
finally spoke on
Did she?
X and said that she didn't say what was wrong, but she did thank everybody for the well wishes.
Did she give like a time frame or anything?
No, but with the way that she went, I'm going
It's
to
gonna be
assume
at
it's
least
gonna
a year or
be
so.
Oh, I'd
8
say so.
months.
Yeah, because it's like she ripped some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that knee just went.
Mm.
So I thought this was a joke whenever I texted you this the other day, Uncle Slam. and I think I messaged you about it too, Vipers. I'm not for sure. I may have even put it in the group chat, but Vince McMahon wants to buy the WWE back.
I did see something.
And
about
he
that.
has, just yesterday, I seen a report that he has hired a complete production company. He can't,
Yes, I did
and
hear
he's
that.
named them because he can't have the Titan Sports name anymore.
because it's bought out.
I don't know. This is my thing. Okay, he's not going to buy AEW because the cons are worth too much money.
Well, they're already billionaires.
Right, they're billionaires.
They don't need any more
and
money.
AEW is Tony Khan's plaything.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
I hate
toy.
to say it. I would like AEW a lot better if Tony Khan would get himself out of the way and stop trying to be Vince McMahon.
They
and
need
just,
a Vince McMahon in there. That's
they
what they
need. They just need a wrestling person in there that knows today's wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But knows how to present a good story. Their long-term storytelling is horrific.
Oh yeah, it's shitty as hell.
That's why I can't
follow
watch
their
it.
storylines.
That's me. That's why I can't watch it.
And that's why I love the wrestling.
But there's I wouldn't be surprised if Vince jumped up and tried to buy TNA.
I thought this was an April Fool's when you first sent this shit.
It
No,
was
I was
originally-
like, I know it's
seen-
not April anymore,
But it's
but
not
I'm
April
like,
Fool's
I thought it
anymore.
was too.
I was
man.
like, you got to be
No,
fucking
I've
with me.
seen multiple reports about something like
Yeah.
that.
Now-
he's doing that. Or he's in the talks of it at least.
Does he have the ability to start a new wrestling? Yes. Does he have the money to buy the old? Because wouldn't that come with also buying the UFC? Because they're one now. They're one company. They're TKO Holdings or whatever.
Well, yeah, but they're TKO, but they got them separated.
Well, they got it
into
separated and stuff. But
I think
you know,
they could sell the WWE part and not have to
if
sell
they wanted to,
UFC.
but why would they?
Right. I mean, you've got them combined. Why would you not
like
take
that's
the
like
money?
the NFL being like, hey, you know, we're gonna sell ourselves. Why would you?
We're gonna sell the NFC, but not the AFC.
I mean, they print money fucking left and right. Like, I mean, they don't need Vince. Vince needs them. Basically, is the way it is. So, and no offense. I mean, I know Vince has got billions, and don't get me wrong, but I don't think he has enough money to buy them. Honestly, now can he get backing to do it? Definitely, possibly, because he has the vision, and he basically built the whole wrestling organization. As far as, you know, his footprint is pretty much everywhere. But his history, kind of like, I don't want to put him like Benoit because nobody was murdered, but his legacy is tainted with the whole sex scandals, the payoff.
Now John Laurinaitis has come out and he's been removed from the lawsuit, and he is going to give evidence against Vince.
I saw that today or
So
whatever.
I mean, see,
Now, like, who is he? Is that the Bella Twins' father? Or something?
no, you remember? Do you remember back in
Was he a ref?
late? No, remember back? Okay, for one, he's Animal's brother.
No.
Talking Animal?
No.
Yes, swear to God, it's his brother. But do you
They
remember
must
back
have
in the
different
late '80s, whenever Shane Douglas had a tag team partner, and they were called the Dynamic Dudes, and they they carried skateboards to the ring. They didn't ride them because they couldn't ride skateboards.
No.
but they carried them.
No, I don't.
Okay,
Obviously,
Johnny
they didn't mean
Ace.
shit.
Johnny Ace is John Laurinaitis. And as a matter of fact, he's the reason why you have the Stone Cold Stunner. It's the Ace Dropper.
I was gonna say because he is probably one of the most forgettable people I've ever fucking
Dude.
I have no fucking clue in my life.
Johnny Ace, man, he was the dynamic dude with Shane Douglas.
So why did I see him with the picture and the Bellas all together dressed up like they were family or some shit?
It was just a backstage picture.
Probably something like that. Yeah, but
didn't
he's
mean to laugh that
apparently.
hard.
But see, that's what I was going to say is I don't know if whatever he presents and whatever comes out with this, is that going to prevent Vince from being able to buy what's already there, as opposed to, well, unless he offers like
What-
a lower thing.
What's he
a lot of
supposed to
money.
know anyway? I mean, like.
Oh, I don't know. It's
What's
not.
his testimony that's so crucial?
He's
that we
just
don't-
got evidence. That's all it's been said.
on the same shit
on
we already
Vince.
know, or
I don't know.
talking about new
Literally
shit.
anything.
I don't know, but because the lawsuits and stuff were dropped because it wasn't sufficient evidence.
Can they even pick that back up? Well, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
they could because
Yeah.
there's no
Right.
actual
There's no evidence.
verdict.
There's no sufficient evidence. But if new evidence comes to light, they can charge because he wasn't found guilty or innocent. It was just there's no evidence, so the judge said we can't go forward.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Like that's the only reason I actually even know who he is because I saw where he was turning as a informant for the prosecution and shit.
Pictures of John Laurinaitis as Johnny Ace and the
Yeah.
Dynamic Dudes.
Yeah, you gotta show me this. 'Cause I'm over like, who? Oh hell no! Yes. Nope. I don't know how I could have forgot him. Shit.
Look, the skateboards that they didn't ride.
Oh god.
That's the Dynamic
They
Dudes.
look so. Why do they look like were they from the 80s?
It was that was late 80s, early 90s.
Well, I could tell by the bright neon colors and the bleach blonde hair.
Yeah, that's definitely an 80s song.
Hold on, my eyes.
that's
are-
the
kinda bright.
That's the
He's
franchise. Shane Douglas.
Ooh.
That's
What did he do for the WWE anyway?
he was like one of their executives, higher ups, like one of Vince's right hand man
I guess-
after like Briscoe, after Patterson and Briscoe. He was one of their higher ups.
I guess he realized wrestling wasn't his thing and went to become an executive.
They've got another brother too, and I can't remember who it is. He wasn't like as big known. I want to know who that is, and then I'll turn it over because I don't have anything else after that.
So is he supposed to have, I guess, have some damning evidence or something?
It could be anything though.
yeah, it's supposed to be something bad. I mean, it's good enough to where they've removed him from the lawsuit,
Yeah.
and so he's
And
obviously
it's
cut
gotta
a
take
deal.
something good.
So he is. John Laurinaitis' brothers were both professional wrestlers. His brother Joe Laurinaitis was known as Road Warrior Animal of the tag team The Road Warriors, which Uncle Slam over here just cannot wrap his head around.
They must have had different parents, different dads or mothers. That's all I got to say. 'Cause
Like
they're-
half brothers.
I know, because there's no way they're full genetics. Unless they just skipped a generation or some shit.
And his other brother Marcus Laurinaitis wrestled under the name The Terminator.
No.
So yeah, The Terminator, Johnny Ace of the
No.
Dynamic Dudes.
No.
I would be Road Warrior Animal too if I had to walk around and I'm wearing these shoulder pads with spikes and war paint
Now,
all
that
over
shit
my
was
face.
cool. What are you talking
right.
about?
No. I would be hiding too underneath all that stuff, calling myself Road Warrior Animal if I knew my brother was running around with a skateboard he didn't even ride, calling himself Johnny Ace, part of the Dynamic Dudes with his neon.
He's probably like, what a rush. Ride the skateboard. Yeah.
I always call him John Laryngitis because the way he talks,
Oh my God.
he talks like he's got like a scratchy throat, but it's John Laryngitis. But anyways, that's all I've got for any recap. Anything other than that, it's pretty slow and everything. Other than what she's got for Battleground and the title changes and stuff. So Viper's, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, I think the most significant things for the past 2 weeks have been all the title changes in NXT. I know you all don't follow NXT as closely as I do, but because they're the wrestlers that come up to the main roster, I like to see what's getting ready to be thrown at me, I guess. Well, Battleground was a whole lot better than Saturday Night Main Event.
Fuck yeah, it was. It was awesome. And all
It was
the credit.
amazing.
All the credits go to the ladies. I mean,
Yeah,
no hold. I
right?
mean, there's no.
That
there's
is-
no comparison. The
Mhm.
ladies stole the show by far. The first match should have been probably the headliner because it was
Yup.
10 times better than anything else.
I was really surprised with that match too. I'm not a really big Kalani Jordan fan, to be honest, but her character change over the last 6 months or so has been kind of intense. So I was really impressed with her on this. Did you finally see the Soul Sasher?
Yes. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I am a NXT virgin. This was my first. I think Battleground was
Oh,
probably
is
my
it?
first pay-per-view to really get a
Great
look at
one
him.
to do.
And I was just blown away. I mean, the shit that they did was amazing. like the Soul Snatcher. Oh my God,
It's beautiful,
it
isn't
is
it?
like it just like it takes my breath away every time I see it because I'm
Oh, you're
like
talking about the flipping diamond cutter?
or
RKO,
RKO,
whatever you wanna
wanna call it.
It's a modified RKO, and it is beautiful.
It is awesome.
The ace dropper.
But I mean, that wasn't just all. I mean, like she was doing flips over the ring.
Yes.
They were doing moonsaults off the ring into the floor and shit. I mean,
They both have gymnastic background.
I
just
can tell,
FYI.
like, and it shows. Like, it definitely shows. I mean, the crowd was chanting, "This is awesome," and I definitely understood why. Like, I watched this match at least twice, almost
I have
3
too.
times and shit, just because it was so great. It's definitely ranks up there with probably my top 5 of women's matches. Now, I did enjoy the other championships match, but the first one I got to say by far was unbelievable. Like if this is what WWE's got in store,
Yes.
then their future is very bright.
That's
I
why
mean,
I've gotten so behind
very
NXT.
bright. Yeah, I'm definitely going to start watching a lot more like NXT because I didn't know it was like this. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
like
it's-
I am very impressed by what I saw. Like I said, because I was a virgin till then, and then they definitely popped my cherry the right way.
What does NXT come on again?
It comes on Tuesdays on the CW.
Yeah,
If you
CW.
can't, the last few weeks it's been aggravating the piss right out of me because here in Kentucky it has been coming on at 11 o'clock at night, and I have kids. I can't stay up that late, y'all.
Oh, because it's been
Because
preempted.
baseball
Yeah.
has been on and
Okay.
stuff. But normally it comes on at 8.
I
and
love the
next
sports
day,
preamps.
And the next day it comes on the CW app. If,
Okay.
Okay.
And it's actually free. You don't have to register anything. You don't have to put in a or TV provider or anything like that. So you can just straight watch NXT anytime.
Okay.
Go back and watch all of them.
Yeah, like I'm definitely going to have to start watching more of those because, like I said, I was very impressed by what I mean, like I said, the men's were great. I mean, I did like the Henry match or whatever.
Yeah, but I was shocked as
I ain't gonna lie, like, I was shocked
have
that he lost the
never
belt.
in my life, in the history that I know about this industry, would have ever guessed that Joe Hendry would have dropped the TNA title on a WWE.
Yes.
You know what that
PLE.
tells me? That tells me one of two things.
Well,
Either TNA is going to officially become a working partner with WWE, and WWE and TNA are going to start interswapping people and championships.
they
But-
have it championships. They have people in NXT. Like you have NXT wrestlers that have been performing and wrestling for titles on TNA PLEs and vice versa, TNA on.
Okay. Well,
But no titles up to this point have been dropped. And then
I would not be
Battleground?
surprised to see if TNA is soon owned by WWE.
I don't know. Did you see the TNA
And the-
representative at
Oh, yeah,
Battleground?
yeah.
He was
looked like
mad.
The last
He was.
pick of a
He wasn't
draft.
happy at all, man.
He was so mad.
But I don't know. I think it could be a really good thing if it's done right. Here's the thing. If that's
Trick
going to
Williams?
happen, somebody from TNA is going to have to win, maybe not the WWE championship, because that's the biggest prize in the world, but the world title. What if Joe Hendry showed up and beat Jey Uso? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think something like that needs to happen. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I am not sold on Jey Uso. I think he's just using one word to get over, and he's just he doesn't
I like
do a
Jimmy
good
better
interview.
than Jay. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, he just doesn't do a good interview.
I think he definitely needs some work as far as the talk. I think the in-ring's there or whatever. But
I think he relies on the super kick too much.
I kind of feel like he is a placeholder for somebody else or whatever. I don't know who. But as far as the TNA thing, I like the cross promotion.
I do too.
I think it's good for the business. I think it brings back a lot of old school with the cross territories where people would go to other people's territories. They
Right.
would wrestle, go around, win championships, of course, but of course they would always get it back at the end. Like, I think it's good for wrestling. I think it brings a little more competition. And they can kind of use TNA, and I hate to say this kind of like a AAA, you know, like the of course
Developmental
WWE,
brand.
Yeah, is
Well, they just bought AAA.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Of course, WWE is always going to be the pros, and then you got AA or whatever, which is basically you know fucking
Extra
NXT.
developmental.
Yeah, fucking I guess like NXT, and then you
Yeah.
have the TNA. But here's what I don't want to see what happen. I don't want them to always be big brother, little brother.
Right.
We always win against TNA. We never lose.
Like Vince did against anything WCW.
Exactly.
Right.
I want to but I do want to see WWE as far as dominate. But I would like to see every once in a while somebody from TNA, somebody from
Bust somebody,
bust
surprise
somebody
it.
that pull off a surprise and shit. Come up, win a belt. Now I'm not saying the world championship. I would be more happy with a Intercontinental or the
No.
U.S. heavyweight.
The man needs.
I don't think it'll happen. That will happen very soon.
the world
But the
championship's got
TNA
to
title
change.
being on NXT for a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. If
I don't know.
it's
The
gonna be
storyline
on
they're
there,
going with it is kind of crazy, actually. It's kind of reminding me of the John Cena thing, like getting rid of wrestling. But Trick Williams is like, hey, I'm going to come over to TNA and y'all going to do stuff. Y'all going to do shit my way and WWE way.
well, you know who needs to handle it. And
Mike
that's-
Santana. I don't know if y'all have seen him. Oh, Joe Henry.
Oh, my
He's disappeared. He's disappeared. That's
Look,
the problem.
look,
He-
Uncle
nobody-
Slam almost clapped.
He
He almost
I
clapped.
was like, no.
He's almost there, fellas and
Uh,
ladies. He's almost.
The
Come
song
on.
is catchy, damn it.
I know.
I can't
The
The
stand
song
that
is
song.
very catchy.
Oh
I mean, it
my
was a
God.
number one song in like what was it, Poland or something like that.
Tokyo, New York, Paris, Tokyo.
Go ahead, Viper. Sorry.
But I don't know if y'all have heard of Mike Santana. That's who they're gonna push to try to take the TNA title off Trick Williams.
I
Okay.
haven't.
No.
I've got it. I haven't.
Somebody told me about him like an hour before he showed up on my TV.
Mm.
I had never heard of him or anything. He's apparently, decorated in TNA. He's,
I tell you,
what have
somebody I was impressed with on NXT is Ethan Page.
I love Ethan Page.
Who's Ethan Page?
He just won the
He's
title.
using the twist of fate as his finishing
Dude,
move.
did you not know that he was trained at the Hardy compound?
not know that.
That's part of the reason why I love Ethan
Check
Page.
Ethan Page out on
Ethan Page.
NXT.
Dude,
Ethan Page.
He just beat Ricky Saints, who was Ricky Stark on AEW. He's now in NXT. He has the North American Championship. Him and Ethan Page have been beefing for the last couple
Was
of
he
weeks.
on the pay-per-view?
He was. No, they had a fight. Like they interviewed Ricky Stark in the middle of the ring.
Uh-huh.
And then Ethan comes out and runs his mouth because they've been beefing for the last couple of weeks. They already had a
Okay, yeah. Okay, now,
Yeah.
okay, now I know
Now
what
you see
you're
where
talking
I'm
about.
at.
Yeah. Okay.
So they had their match on Tuesday, this past Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
I like Ethan.
I was floored because I didn't know. You got to go back and watch it, and then I want to discuss it after that because there was things that happened in that match that didn't make sense to me. The match has been set for like a week, and then they come out and then they start arguing and stuff, and they start fighting pre-bell ring, and within like 2 or 3 seconds, you have all of these security guards come out
Yeah, I saw
there.
that. I thought that was kind of
Why?
weird. Yeah.
Why in the hell you have a match that is scheduled to
Go
be
ahead and
right
ring the
there?
bell.
Why ring the fucking bell?
Ring the damn
ring
bell.
The damn bell. Ring the bell. They're supposed to be fighting. They've been fighting each other for weeks on the sidelines. Let them fucking fight.
I think it was so
It's-
that he could jump off the ropes onto him. Out around.
Well, they spill out into the thing. Ricky ends up injuring himself on a chair.
Oh.
Yeah, like he gets Twist of Fate straight onto the chair, and then the bar that goes across the chair
Yeah.
breaks from his
Oh
neck.
shit.
He instead of yeah. So you got to go back and watch this match, dude. So you go back, they go back in the ring. Ricky's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep fighting. So they fight, and it's still a damn good match. Like he puts on a hell of a match for Ethan Page to win at the end.
Oh.
And I knew he was gonna win.
See,
but damn if he didn't win like
I
that.
need to just sit here because I'm kid free for a month, so I need to sit here and just
Dude,
binge watch
yes.
some NXT.
Yes,
and some NXT
it's
pay-per-views
been
and
brilliant the
stuff.
Oh,
last
damn.
couple of months.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's
I'm
been-
not.
I'm more excited.
We're gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about the NXT stuff currently than I am the Raw and SmackDown
I
stuff. To
think
be
I am
completely
starting to,
honest,
like I said, I'm definitely going to go home and watch some more
gotta watch at least that match.
NXT or whatever, yeah.
I want to discuss why my Stephanie Vacure lost her title
Discuss.
to JC Jade of all mother effing people. I'm sorry.
I
I
gotta
cannot
get into
behind that
NXT.
bitch.
I don't know these
can't.
people.
I cannot stand her, and I know y'all don't know what I'm talking, like barely know what I'm talking about. But JC Jade, she was in a tag team with Mandy Rose and who was the other person?
I know who
it
you're
was,
talking about now.
Gigi Dolan.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And she, of all people, and all of NXT, why in the hell did you have to give her that title? I don't like her. I don't like her wrestling style. I don't like her persona. I don't like her demeanor. I don't like nothing about her. I don't know why. I can't get past it. But there's
not
so
about
many
it.
better women wrestlers that they could have taken it from Stephanie. And Stephanie, she's been working her ass off. I don't know if y'all have seen how many matches she's been in lately.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like when she got signed, like she had a choice. She could have went straight to SmackDown or she could have chose I think NXT, and she chose to go to NXT.
Yeah, she said she wanted to get her feet into the WWE like
Work her way
stuff,
up, yeah.
and
Okay.
then go into it. So I did hear like the day after that she was supposed to be set to go main roster in the next
I think
week
she
or
is,
so.
honestly. I think they had her drop the title because she's getting ready to go to WWE. Like, I can see her getting to push her versus, what's her name, Tiffy?
Oh,
Tiffany Stratton.
oh, Tiffy time.
Tiffy time or whatever. I can see that coming because they're complete opposites, you know what I'm saying? You
Well,
got
Tiffany Stratton's really big right now already,
You know,
which is crazy to me because I couldn't stand her.
I didn't know much about her.
But she can
I
take
just
it.
but as far as the wrestler, I mean, she's solid. I mean,
She-
she's,
I don't like
She's
the
getting better.
Barbie. I don't like the Barbie persona.
I don't mind that shit.
I mean, well, but that's what it is. It's. I don't like it. She's doing her job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
She's
saying?
not-
She's playing it upright.
I like the way she's playing it. She's a Barbie, but she's not like I'm better than everybody else unless you come at my face.
I'm a
and-
bad Barbie.
Yeah. Like she.
Not as in bad.
Like
But-
I'm better than everybody else, and you need to
I'm a
bow down
badass
to me,
Barbie.
and I just do what I say. Like Charlotte Flair.
yeah, the queen.
See, but to me though, that's the way Charlotte's supposed to be because that's the way her dad was.
Well, she's a Flair, yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of play up that. This is the way I was raised. We're the greatest. Blah blah blah. I'm
So,
sure.
like, what happened to
Nepo
David
baby.
Flair, though?
Well, there are some who were meant to wrestle, and then there are some
that were
who
not.
were probably not. That's all I'm going to say about David Flair is he made a lot of money doing something I feel like I could have done 10 times better.
He stole a lot of money. Let's just put it right out there. That man stole a lot of money from people he shouldn't have.
I could have rolled my ankle and done a better job at acting. Right. Did you use that clip?
It was terrible.
Of him going, he runs like this. And he's like, oh, that's off the rope.
In his defense, he does have the same titties as his father. So.
This is true.
Oh my God,
Well,
why
at
are
the
we always talking
time.
about man titties?
Let's
Are we
Because I can't forget about Ric Flair.
It's
Sit there and
hard.
they always-
It's hard. You got to.
Booker T?
You got no.
What
But
about
you got.
man meat?
You got to understand.
Y'all don't understand. I have a drinking game for that. Anytime he talks about man meat, you take a shot. Like, y'all don't understand how bad this man meat thing is bothering me.
Booker T's man meat. Booker T.
He's a
I'm just
pig.
letting
I'm
you know.
sorry. I'm
The
just putting it out
Vipers
there.
is the Vipers has put it out there. Your man
You're a
meat
pig.
is bothering
You're
you.
a pig.
Now-
You need to tone it back some, sir.
Now, like when he was talking about what's her name? Man, I always butchered Stephanie.
Stephanie Vacure.
Yeah, yes, he loves her. He loves her. He
You a
loves
pig, sir. We all enjoy it, but you don't have to put it on like that. Like, I'm sorry.
We just watched people like Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair go from really built to really saggy, and it got really sad because we looked down and realized we were next.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
But
I can't even with all of
All right.
that.
Okay, we gotta focus, people.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Dude, you know we have Money in the Bank next
Yes.
Saturday.
And
I
the
told you we got a pay-per-view every 2 weeks now at this point.
So we
I'm
should
loving
have a good update for pay-per-views every couple of weeks for you now. Like these shows, especially when it comes to like these Battleground pay-per-views, I just let y'all take over because I got to get into watching these. I really do.
You got to.
It's just, phew.
It's become religion.
I got a
for
month
me, yo.
now, so like I said, I'm going to do some real watching on NXT and
You
stuff. Like
should.
I used to hit NXT when I could, but it was never like
It's better now than it
Watch
ever
it,
has
definitely.
been.
You ain't got no excuses. Like you said, you got a free month
That's
to veg out.
that's it. I'm
But-
gonna start watching it at work and stuff too, and everything, just to have it and just.
Instead of working.
Well, the thing of it is my job doesn't require me to do anything but literally they bought a smart TV and put it on the wall for me and said
That's
put whatever
funny.
apps you want on it
That's
because we know it's
amazing.
boring here. I literally walk around an empty school and make sure doors are locked. You know, the ones that I locked 20 minutes ago that nobody's been in. So, yeah, I mean, that's
Make
all
sure you redid
It's a
your
rough job, but somebody's got to do it.
That's it, I mean, if boredom it gets to you, this ain't the line of work for you.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm just going to tell you.
Well, it's very conducive to watching wrestling then.
Yeah, so I mean, I got a lot of research I can get done and everything, so it definitely plays in, to being able to help with being able to research and stuff. I won't deny it, but yeah, I'm gonna have to catch up on NXT and I'm gonna have to do somehow watch some TNA and stuff. I really gotta remember to start watching NWA on Roku now, because NWA is on the Roku channel.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and I like NWO, man. They got Trevor Murdoch.
I haven't
Remember-
watched it in like so long. So
Do you remember Trevor
Dude,
Murdoch
I
from
just
WWE?
learned that Lance Cade died. I
Yeah.
didn't even know
Lance
until
Cade and Trevor
yesterday.
Murdoch.
I have
He
to
was
see a
like
picture. You got a picture?
29. Lance Cade, Lance Cade did the redneck dudes that they
Lance
held the
Cade
tag
and
team
Trevor
titles for a
Murdoch.
while.
I'm terrible with names. I'm better with pictures. Oh yeah. Okay.
Cade is dead.
Yeah, he
Oh,
died.
yeah,
he
Lance
was like
Cade died.
29, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Damn.
and
I didn't even know till yesterday.
Trevor Murdoch there, the guy there.
Uh-huh.
He basically before he died, Harley Race gave him his stamp of approval. He's been NWA champion a couple times now.
He kind of
That's
looks
cool.
like Harley Race.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
look at him. I
He,
mean,
he's got that old like Dirty Dick Slater,
Yeah,
Dirty
yes,
Dick Murdoch
yes,
look.
yes.
He's not built or anything, but he's just tough.
They were really good at
Dude,
it.
he's a beast in NWA. You remember Woo Woo Woo?
Yeah.
What was his name?
um,
I know his name now. It's Matt Cordoba.
Yeah,
But
he's
what
very-
was it in
Yeah, I love Matt.
the
Cordova.
Broski thing?
Zach Ryder. Zach Ryder.
Ryder.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
been
I gotcha.
NWA World Champion.
okay. So,
Nick Aldis, the general manager of
For SmackDown, yeah.
yeah.
he was NWA World Champion before he came to SmackDown.
Oh well, fuck.
Yeah, dude, like they're trying to bring NWA back, and I wish they would, man. And it just,
But there's a lot of competition, unfortunately.
there is, and it's NWA is still looked at as that old school.
Well, that's what I think of when I hear of it. I think of the old school. I
And I
think
like
of
it, man.
territories. or
There's
whatever.
but see, we eat it up whenever it's a studio setting and it's NXT.
Well, I always think of
It looks so fake
of
when
like
it-
WCW and like NWA as the.
But remember watching NWA in the '80s? It looked so fake in them little studios and
Oh,
everything.
yeah,
when the
long.
WWF had them
Looking
big
at it
arenas.
now,
I was
too.
like,
Yeah.
the generic wrestling's on. Little did I know, man, it was the Horsemen, and all, so I started watching a little bit of it, But so I love the NWA. To me, the NWA, as far as their complete line of belts, they have the best belts ever. From
Okay.
the world, the U.S., the tag team, and the World Television Championship. The Arn Anderson World Television, that silver and red. That I call it the Barry Windham, Lex Luger, Dusty Rhodes U.S. Championship.
Yeah.
The those blue
Love that stuff.
leather NWA tag team belts
yeah.
that were like the
Oh, yeah, no, I
brain
really like
busters,
those, yeah.
or not? I call them the brain busters, but it was the Horsemen. Blanchard and
Yeah.
what's his face, Anderson, and then of course before the big gold belt, the 10 pounds of gold or whatever it is, the NWA World Championship, that square one. I love that whole line of belts.
Yeah, because I hate the belts now. Like, I think they seem so generic, so
Yes.
cheap looking. It's,
Ugly.
they are. I mean, it's just nothing to them. There's nothing creative. Like, it almost like they dumbed them down
Yes.
for the time.
And it's like cheap, generic knockoffs of what was good in the past.
Yeah.
Why don't we just use what was good in the past? I don't see boxing changing a bunch of belts all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a few of the belts they use are still the belts that like Muhammad Ali used and stuff and everything. So why don't we just do that and keep the lineage alive, you know? But that's my take. Anybody got anything else on recaps or anything?
Y'all want to go over the men's and women's ladder match real fast?
Go ahead.
Yeah, shoot.
Oh yeah, we got the.
Money in the
do we
Bank.
want to do the lineups real quick and do our predictions?
Yeah, we can. I've
Okay,
got
sure.
There's 4 matches currently, but I assume there's at least going to be one more. There's generally 5 matches per PLE if it's one night.
Right.
But the men's Money in the Bank currently, it's not completely determined who's in it yet. So, but LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Solo. Now, Jacob Fatu was supposed to have a match last night, and due to circumstances, I was unable to watch SmackDown last night. So I was told the match didn't happen, so I really don't know what's going on with that. But there is still 2 other people that are.
I did see somebody post something like that. Like WWE, you know, or this show,
Yeah, 'cause it was like-
AEW will never advertise and not deliver, or something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like not yesterday, but the week before. It was.
Yeah,
There was
something
an
happened.
argument backstage or a discussion backstage between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, and they were talking about how it would be weird and if they both were in the ladder match for the Money in the Bank. So, like, it was said that he was supposed to have a match yesterday, but like I said, I missed SmackDown, so I really don't know what happened, but there's still at least 2 other people that are supposed to be in it. You have, let's see, LA Knight, Penta. No, Penta's on Raw.
I already know who I'm choosing.
There's going to be at least one from Raw, one from SmackDown that will be.
I got a feeling LA Knight's going to win it.
I don't. I think Seth Rollins is going to win it.
I don't. I don't think it benefits Seth because Seth's
Why
already
not?
in the world title picture.
Yeah, he's already in the title.
And so LA Knight, this is a chance for him to get his world title win.
See, if they don't push,
I think they're going to put the WWE championship around LA Knight. Wouldn't surprise me if LA Knight didn't cash in until Ruthless Aggression on Cena.
see now I could see LA Knight winning Money in the Bank, going on, taking it from Jimmy or whatever, and then
Or Jay.
Jay,
Yeah, Jay Uso.
and then what's his name, Fatu,
Jacob
Jacob
Fatu.
Fatu.
Fatu come. They have, and then he becomes the world heavyweight.
Yeah, because
champion.
they had a little feud over the
Yeah.
U.S. title.
That's
so
the way I would see it
I
play
can
out.
see that happening.
Because if he's not in the Money in the Bank match, then that's the way like I see it played. And like even if he is, I could see it as like maybe LA Knight pushing it out because I feel like they've kind of held back like LA Knight a little bit. Like I
Right
think he-
when they were
pushed
going to
him
give
in.
him that
Yeah.
world title is when all that Bloodline Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes stuff was going on. They just kind of pushed
I think he
him to
needs
the
to
side.
push. Like I think since Roman's gone, I think he's coming back, but his stars kind of went down a little bit. I think LA Knight's.
Well,
his time
Cody
to
don't
shine.
need the title anymore. You know what I'm saying? Cody.
So they just did it
Cody
for the
did what he
story.
needed to do.
Right. He
Finish
finished
his
done, let's
story.
move on.
Finish his story.
That's what he did. He finished his story and he cemented himself as one of the main guys.
Right.
So anytime he's there, whether a belt's around his waist or not, it's an impact. You see, what I'm saying? Just like Roman. Roman doesn't need the belt anymore. It's Roman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's Hulk. It's Macho.
Yeah.
They don't need a belt anymore.
But like I said, I think that they should give him his shine. But I don't know because I don't know who else is in it yet. As far
I see it being LA.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what happens with the next 2
Yeah.
people before I actually make a
I
complete
still
decision.
though I see him. I'd like you.
I would like to see Penta push. I really like his style. Like
I think
how
it's
he-
too early for him.
I think it is too
Yeah.
personally. I just like that
He
idea.
He needs a lower singles title to see what the crowd's
I
going to
can
do
see
behind him.
as the like Intercontinental, maybe United States heavyweight champion. I don't see him as a world champion yet. or maybe he might be a world tag team champion, but I can't see him push to be as far as that far.
Well, see, I only think that Seth Rollins is going to win just because of the push that he's getting right now. Like I don't know if Bronson Reed came back on Raw this past Monday.
I've seen that. That was crazy.
And destroyed House.
Yeah.
And so now it never even occurred to me the fourth person would be Bronson Reed. Sorry. I mean, it never occurred to me that it could even be Bronson Reed because I assumed he was still going to be out for another couple of weeks.
Oh, I'm surprised he was back because last I heard he shattered.
He shattered his ankles
in that
and
stuff and everything. Yeah, so I was like,
that PLE. Which one was it? It was the one where it was 5-on-5. But he jumped from the top of the
War Games.
War Games. Jumped from the top and landed wrong on his ankle and shattered it.
So is this the big dude that was doing the whole sumo or
yes?
Whatever? Okay.
Same dude. He's the one that was Braun Strowman was making look good, and he threw Braun Strowman onto a car.
Okay.
It was some crazy stuff. I don't even know. But we also
Don't
have
matter.
it's just all kinds of stuff. We also have the women's match. Now 5 women have been put into it. There's still 1 left at least. You got Alexa Bliss, who I love. I'm glad that she's back, but I don't think that she needs it. She just came back. She don't need it just yet.
woman haunts my dreams.
She's beautiful.
She could be my sister Abigail anytime she wanted to.
Rhea Ripley, who I think they just need to quit trying to push for a little bit.
Mommy!
I think it's time for somebody else to shine.
I agree.
On the whole.
That's all right. They can let her take a break.
The next
I'll
two,
send her where I live. We can go on vacation.
next two I'm interested in is Roxanne Perez, which I didn't really like her, but she's kind of growing on me. I don't know if you all seen her little ditty
Is she the
with...
taller?
No, she's a short little Mexican girl that's so cute, and she's like
Oh, does she have,
punk
like,
rocker. She's the one that gives
Okay.
Dominic Mysterio the chicken nuggies. And
Does she have like the red and white hair or whatever it's with them, or is that somebody else?
no, she has black hair.
I think you were thinking of Shotzi.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Shotzi had green hair.
Oh, I don't know then. I knew
I'm
Shotzi
weird. I'm a
was-
girl. I could notice those things. But she was NXT Women's Title holder twice.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Becky Lynch is the one that actually beat her for
Yes.
the NXT title before she came to main roster. Before she came to main roster. Or no, she didn't come to main roster until recently. But she's grown on me. She's smaller, like Alexa Bliss,
Mm-hmm.
so she can do things that are crazy. Like she does this, her finisher's called Pop Rocks, and it's called something else. I've seen another woman do it, but I can't remember what it's called. But she flips them, and like power slams them, like from a flip, and I'm just like, how do you do that?
Oh, she does the Dragon Twist Power Slam. Like, it's on the game, man, and that thing is crazy.
It
Because,
is.
like, you run up, and you literally, like, they jump in the air.
Flip.
And, like, as they're jumping, you grab them kind of like in an exploder suplex, and you flip with them.
Well, yeah,
And
she
then-
jumps on their back and then rolls in between their legs and power slams them on the
Yeah,
mat.
it's crazy.
It's pretty cool, especially with how little she is. So she's kind of grown on me. And then Julia made it in.
Julia.
Love Julia.
I figured she would because she just came up to the
Yeah,
main roster.
she just signed her contract for SmackDown. Roxanne just signed her
They're going to
contract
see
for Raw.
what kind of pops she gets and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And then Naomi qualified last night, I found out.
I'm just not sold on Naomi. I think Naomi's...
I liked her back then. I don't like her now.
I just don't
She
think
was
the-
good or bad.
I
or
just
what?
don't think the
She's bad
quality of her wrestling is very good.
I think she's
I
looked
think
too
it's
much
gotten
at her
better.
ass.
But I just don't. It throws me into the shades of early 2000s, like we were talking about in that one episode, where their wrestling just seems about a half second off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think hers is like that.
Right.
Just a
You
little
know what I'm
out of
saying?
sync.
And I think I love Sasha Banks, but I
I
think
liked her
hers
back with
was
Sasha
too.
Banks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Sasha's is off a little bit too.
I think it is now.
I think it
is
was
now.
back then.
think
I don't
it-
like her now.
Well, a little bit back then because I was watching a Money in the Bank match. No, it wasn't Money in the Bank. It was a Hell in a Cell, and it was Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. And when I
That was a
watch-
beautiful match.
and some of the things were like the timing was off. You could see one was a little too early or one
Yeah.
was a little too late. So
I liked it.
I mean, I still
But-
liked the match. Like I said, it was a good match, but I did see a couple points where I was like,
True.
okay, you're a little, the timing
Right.
a little off on it or whatever and shit.
And I just feel like that's what Naomi's is. It's nothing
Yeah.
against her because I definitely feel like she's gotten better.
I liked her better as a tag team more than I did as a single.
Singles, yeah.
But I still like her as a single. I think she's okay, but I think she did better as a tag team a little bit better.
I like old Jade Cargill.
Oh, no, she's tough. She's tough.
Yes, she is.
I don't.
Getting
I'm
twisted
not a
over
big-
here.
Shit,
I'm not a
ain't
big
nothing
fan.
getting twisted. I got news for you. That woman's fine. Let's not get that
Really?
twisted. Yes.
I can't
Lord
get
God,
behind
please,
that.
honey, come military press me.
Oh my God.
Please.
Okay, and you all thought I was bad with Randy Orton.
I know.
Okay.
Whoa, we are devolving into something else
That's
here.
all right.
God.
I'm just saying.
We're just natural human beings.
I am
that
just
just
giving
feel
a
certain
beautiful
way, and
woman a
that's okay.
compliment, is all I am doing. She is a beautiful woman.
But there's still one other woman that's in that match. I'm sure it'll be determined this week. Somebody, I know that Ivy Nile and somebody else. I know at least Ivy Nile was supposed to be in a match this week.
So who's the participants again besides the one we don't have?
Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, Julia, and then Naomi. And then we, like I said, we have at least one more if they don't do 7.
Without knowing the other one, I'm going to go Alexa on this.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with her bringing back some new?
Yeah, because I think that they're going to... I think they're getting ready to push Alexa because she's not really been in the mix of anything lately.
Well, her promos with Charlotte here recently have
Well,
been
yeah, her and
eye-opening.
Charlotte, and then
Right. And I think that's another reason.
Tiffy too. Like I
'cause
said, they met too.
I think Charlotte's going to try to come up with the title, and then it's going to be Alexa
No,
and
Charlotte
Charlotte.
just lost it. She needs to go
Yeah,
on somewhere.
like did she just lose it to Alexis? Was it Alexis Bliss or was it?
No, she didn't have the title. She had a title shot against Tiffany Stratton and
Okay.
lost
Yeah,
horribly.
at WrestleMania.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Lost bad.
That's all right. I like.
Is that when she chipped the tooth or whatever?
yes.
Okay,
They thought she chipped a tooth, but she didn't.
Okay.
It was like blood or something that was on her tooth.
Okay.
Yeah, she came on X and said that it wasn't.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Alexa on that one. Who you going with, Uncle Slam?
I don't know. See, like I don't know as much about the women's as I do the men, so it's kind of hard for me to say.
That's why I gotta just go with who I know until I can get you.
I think it's gonna be Roxanne. With all the crap going on with the
It could be.
Judgment Day.
It could be a dark horse. Somebody
I
just
think they
jump
want to give
up.
somebody else a new shot. So
Well, she almost won Royal Rumble.
I can
She
see
came
it.
in second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Roxanne. Like,
If I had to go with a second choice, I'm gonna stick with.
I'm gonna go Roxanne,
Alexa, just
and then
'cause-
LA Knight for the men and shit,
All right.
without knowing the other ones and shit. But right now,
There's only 2 other matches that are actually scheduled, and it's and I'm not excited about this because the last match they had was just so well done. One of the best matches I've ever watched. But a women's Intercontinental Championship match between Lyra Valkyrie and Becky Lynch.
Oh, they're having a.
They
Yeah.
are because Becky's being a whiny bitch and can't deal with the fact that a younger person.
Is
that
this
ha-
the
that was
first?
under her tutelage-
Is this the second or third
This is
match?
her third match.
This is their third match against
Yes,
each other.
because the
so
first-
what's the count? 1-1,
2-1, 2-0.
2-0.
but
Oh,
Becky.
see, that's weird that they've done that. Yeah,
I don't know.
that's not how you do a rubber match.
I have a
Well, then
theory
she's
behind it
eventually
now.
gonna get over.
Then Becky's gonna have to win. Sorry.
Well, I do have a theory behind it now, and it
Right.
made me think about it after the fact. I'm like, okay, well, y'all, I don't know if y'all remember right before, it wasn't supposed to be Becky that was supposed to be tag teaming with Lyra for the titles.
Right, it
It
was
was
supposed
supposed to be Bailey. She deserved that shit more than Becky Lynch did. I'm sorry. I know Becky was out doing the mom thing because I'm a mom too, and I get it.
I've
But
just
Bailey's
never been
been
sold on Becky.
I haven't either.
I don't like her
But
as a villain.
supposedly they are. I've heard rumors I know. Well, this part isn't rumor that they're doing another Evolution pay-per-view, which is an all-women's pay-per-view.
Yeah, they are.
They are trying to do a legend versus legend or some kind of like match like that between Bailey and Becky. And I think what's going to end up happening in this match, instead of it actually ending in whatever, I think Bailey's going to come out there and do something, and that's going to be the
Possibly.
setup for Evolution.
But is Bailey really a legend though?
She is to me. She's one.
I think she's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's gonna go. She's gonna
Bailey-
go down as a
How many
first
titles
fucking
has
ballot.
amazing.
She's been a multiple
She's-
time women's champion, tag team champion.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, she's. I don't think she's ever held like the Intercontinentals or the U.S. because that's fairly new. But
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I was gonna say. They're kind of new, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to think here. Like, what qualifies for Hall of Fame? Is it at least a couple world championships, couple?
I'd say
tag
title,
team-
overall championships, and
She's a Grand Slam champion.
Okay, damn.
I thought she was. I just had to double check.
has she had the women's and the
She-
Intercontinental
she's
in
the
U.S.?
Let me tell you, she's the first woman in WWE history to win the Raw Women's Championship, the SmackDown Women's Championship, the NXT Championship, and the Women's Tag Team Championship.
Damn.
And that was before they had
they
the
had those.
Intercontinental and the U.S. So you
Oh.
can't really. I mean,
Okay.
it's how you
So she
look
was
on it.
right. Well, she won all. She at the time it was all available championships, and she had held them all. So she's the Shawn Michaels of women's wrestling.
She's
sickened here.
Well, I mean, he is the first ever Grand Slam champion.
Well, she's the first women's. She is tied with Rhea Ripley for the longest women's SmackDown Women's Championship hold.
Uncle Slam's over here mad because
I seen that earlier. I was like, that's so cute.
Uncle Slam's over here mad because Shawn Michaels was hitting Grand Slams while Bret Hart was just getting kicked in the head. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's terrible.
We know what he. Well, we know what he was doing for Vince.
I don't know nothing about nothing. Anything else?
I mean, they
As far
have
as
the
recaps?
Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso versus John Cena, Logan Paul match that I'm not really excited about because I feel like it's just a fluff match because they're trying to promote all these people at one
Is that
time.
the Saturday night main event match tonight?
No,
No, that's at main event.
that's
Or not main
uh,
event, sorry, Money in the
Money in
Bank.
the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
All right, now are they going to keep doing more of the Saturday night main event?
Yeah, the next one's in July, I think.
Oh, so it's just
June
gonna
or
be-
July.
So it's going to be like
Every
one-
couple of months or
Oh,
so.
okay.
Yeah, it's every 2 months or so.
I was wondering if they were having one tonight or not.
No.
Okay.
No, it's going to be like an every couple month thing like it used to be back in the day. But they, as far as that one goes, and no title on the line, I can
It's just because
I can see
every-
Cena, or not Cena, but this is
It's
what I'm
just
going to
crap.
say. Unless the thing that I could, oh, wow. I just thought about it. Could this be where Jay turns?
Think so?
Could it be where Jay turns?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I don't know. I don't want to give a prediction on it.
I'm not set on him turning. I'm set on Jimmy turning eventually because it always
I
happens.
could see one of the two
Always
turning,
happens.
but if no turn happens, then I'm going to go with Cody and Jimmy winning or Jay winning, just because there's no title on the line and there's no reason for Cena to get too powerful and look too unbeatable.
So there's no title and it's
No, it's just
Logan
a grudge
Paul and
match
Cena.
because
Cena versus.
Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso.
it's just a grudge match because of Jay's and Logan's match from Saturday Night Main Event.
And you're saying
and Johnny
that-
come out there running his mouth, so Cody had to come out there and
So
say-
like, and you're saying that Cena and them wins because the,
No, Cody and them win because
Okay.
there's no titles on the line or
Yeah.
anything like that.
it's just a grudge match.
who's
It's a
been
fluff
losing
match.
a lot lately?
Cena's been winning everything, but he's been cheating to win.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Unless there's a turn or some kind of
he's
cheating.
gonna win. He's gonna win this. Like I said, Jimmy Nim's gonna win this one, Now, at the end, of course, Cena's going to beat the shit out of them after they win. But
something's gonna happen.
yeah, of course.
But like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if Cena and Logan Paul win. It's because there's going to be some kind of a turn, and it wouldn't surprise me to see Logan Paul join John Cena.
Nah, I don't think they like each other enough for all that shit.
I don't know.
I think Cena's just using them to kind of get under the skin of Jimmy.
Probably. But, I mean, I don't know. It may be a pretty good pay-per-view. I'm looking forward to the Money in the Bank matches themselves, but
I always like the money.
I'm not a big fan of whenever they have tag team main events, especially whenever there's
nothing.
There's no real
worth it.
singles titles on the line. You know what I'm saying? Other than maybe one of the women's singles titles. Is that it?
Yeah, it's a women's intercontinental
Yeah,
championship
see,
match, but it's a
that's-
match we've already seen
Right. And it's like...
twice.
And I feel like this is just going to be like a filler pay-per-view to kind of advance a couple of stories.
I can see
and
that.
then like fill in some gaps of Money in the Bank holders. You know, filler pay-per-view. I think it'll be all right, though.
True.
I'm just excited about the ladder matches. Those are the best.
Yeah, I love
yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Money
I
in the
love
Bank
a good
matches.
ladder match any day of the week.
Well, we'll have to plan like sometime, like especially like the Big Four or something. If we can plan it out, try to record and episodes, live reactions while that's going
That would
on
be
and
really
stuff and everything. But yeah, if there's nothing else, guys, I don't have anything else. Uncle Slam,
I'm tapped out.
Vipers.
I'm good.
I believe that's the ref counting to 3, and you all know what that means. Let's ring the damn bell.